This film sucked. So. Oh my god, this film. My god. Oh my god. Okay, roll on to the review. Jesus Christ. Just a welcome to a totally flawed movie review tonight. Tonight we're watching The Joker. And by the way, I was joking, by the way. The joke's on you. The film was really good. Okay, so... Okay, Joaquin Phoenix plays The Joker, of course. He plays a character called Arthur Fleck, who's a failed comedian, of course. Okay, right. Failed comedian Arthur Fleck, played by Joaquin Phoenix, Joaquin Phoenix, encounters violent thugs while wandering the streets of Gotham City dressed as a clown. Disregarded by society, Fleck begins a slow descent into madness as he transforms into the criminal mastermind known as the Joker. Director of Todd Phillips, thrilling origin story. Todd Phillips directed a film called Hangover. Was it Hangover he directed? No, this film was... I'm not a big fan of The Hangover. I did like the Hangover films, but they're like films that you kind of watch and you're going to be... No, not the best comedies I've ever seen, but he did a great job with this film, though. Really impressed. You can just, it goes to show you can, instead of doing comedy, you can do all of genres too. Like, for instance, The Joker, which is Origins of the Joker, Batman's nemesis. Joker, and it's Robert De Niro plays like a host called Murray Franklin, is it? And he plays like a TV host. I like... Now, this film, like I said, is a really well-told story. It's more grounded than most freaking comic book films. And it is a comic book film because it's about the Joker. Now, my theory is it's not actually the original Joker. I think it influences the Jokers later on. The Joker from who Batman takes on later on. And you see characters like Thomas Wayne, who's Bruce Wayne, and a young Bruce Wayne. And there's a bit of a twist, and there's like a storyline. I'm thinking, hang on, is that? I've never heard of that. I've never seen that part of a storyline before, where the Joker is somehow connected to Thomas Wayne, I think his character, and it's like, hello, that's crazy. And that's what I liked about it. It's different. It's not like your typical comic book film. And because when you see his character, he's like, he lives with his mom. And of course he meets this quite attractive woman, and she has this like kid, and he has this kind of like thing where you can tell that he likes her. And there's a bit of a twist. I wasn't expecting. I was like, Jesus Christ, where it's like you think the person who is actually talking to is actually there, and they're not. It's weird. It's why they've done it. I was like sitting there going, hang on. So they actually weren't there. It was like in his imagination, which is interesting. I've never. It was like a pleasant surprise. I was like, Jesus Christ. And his performance in this is excellent. It really is quite something. Like Robert De Niro plays a character called Murray Franklin, TV host, of course. And he kind of takes the mick out of his character. And I like the part in this film where you actually see him daydream. It's kind of like daydreaming. It's like, and he has this. And at first I thought it was real, because he's in the audience like going, hey, yeah, and he's like talking to him, and he comes down and he starts talking to Franklin Murray Franklin, of course, and he's actually kind of like nice around him. It's like gives him a hug, and you think to yourself, hang on, what's going on here? And there's a bit of a twist. It's like he's not actually there. It's like, I don't know, well, that's interesting. And he thinks that his character is going to be like that in real life, but he's not. And then he's kind of disappointed at what he's like in real, because there's one part in the film where his mum's in like hospital, right, and he's like watching this TV. He's watching like it's like set in the 80s. And he's watching his TV, and Murray Franklin's on TV. Robert De Niro's character. And he starts taking the mick out of his freaking. Of him, and he's like, Jesus Christ. And then later on in the film, he gets invited on the show, and you think to yourself, that's a bad idea. I kind of know what was going to happen because I saw a bit of it online. Was it YouTube, I think? I saw certain parts that I know it's just a violent movie. And the first, and And the first time he actually killed is when he's on like he's on this train where he's laughing. He's dressed as a clown. Because at the beginning of the film he gets attacked by these kids when he's dressed as a clown. Then later on he gets attacked again, and that's when he actually kills some people. Now it does make you think: does these guys deserve it? No, I don't think they deserved it. I mean, they deserve, to be put in prison. Beating the hell out of him. But I don't think they deserve to die though. He does kind of like cross the line in this film. You understand why he does it, but that's the same thing. He's crossing the line a bit. He could have just shot, he waved the gun on, they would have just run off. But he kind of like take matters in his own hands by killing him. Batman wouldn't have done that. He would have just beat the crap out of him, whatever. But he kind of like does something different. And that scene, that was the first time he actually kills. And then at first he's kind of like scared, he runs away. Then he kind of like goes into this like toilet and starts dancing. And it's a really good scene actually. And the makeup's kind of cool. And when there's one part in the film where he starts dancing on the stairs. And he's like dancing and you see these two detectives above, like, trying to arrest him. Then he runs and he goes into the subway. And he ends up on the train with all these people dressed as clowns. And it's quite a fun, interesting scene. Actually, the scene kind of reminds, I don't know why, but it reminds me of The Warriors a little bit. I don't know, it makes the graffiti on the train and stuff, like they have the stuff on the train and stuff. It kind of reminds me of The Warriors. You ever seen The Warriors? It's a great movie. I don't know, it just reminds me of The Warriors a bit. And the film, it looks great, by the way. It's not like a super high budget film. Because there's no like, there's no like explosions, but there is, like I said, the last part was quite, pretty action packed. The last part was excellent. I loved it. So anyway, what was I saying? The train part where everyone's dressed as clowns, and that part was really good. I love that scene, and it's just a great performance for me. It's so psychotic, and like I said before, I don't think it's the original Joker. I think it influences the Joker later on in the Batman stories. What I want to see is the Joker with the like the skin, where he takes skin and he has like this weird skin thing where he takes the skin off a character and puts on his I've heard there's like a character like a Joker, and that's the skin. That would be terrifying, that Joker. That would be a terrifying Joker. And like I said, his performance in this is excellent. I do like his acting. He's a good actor. I love his look. That scene there is pretty creepy, where he's all like, that's when he kind of like, he seems comfortable what he does. Like I said before, he's kind of like, what have I done? Then he's like, he doesn't care. He just kills. That's it. There's one cool part in the film where I see it before, but it's still a pretty quite a nasty scene. But where he murders one of this guy who gave him the gun. Right, he murdered. They turn up at this little guy, and he turns up at his apartment. And then next minute, he invites him in, right? And the big guy starts taking the mick out of the small guy because he's a small guy, And then he has like scissors or something, starts stabbing him and stuff, and really kills him, murders him. And then you think yourself, when is he gonna kill the other guy? Because you do think he will be, because he's kind of like scared, because he's kind of got the lock on and like that, and he can't reach it. He can't, because you ask him, you can leave. I'm not gonna hurt you. And you think yourself, wonder if he's gonna kill him, of course. And that scene was really well done. And his character is really well flushed out. So, when you start finding out about his mum, start finding out more about his mum and Thomas Wayne, as like, because he goes to Arkham Asylum to find out more about his mother. That scene was good. Like I said, the scenes in this film are beautiful, really well shot. The scenes in the Gotham City and stuff. I just love it. I loved it. This film is more grounded than the Marvel films. Marvel films are about super special powers and stuff. This film's nothing like that. It's just a grounded movie. And really enjoyed it. The last part was really good. It leads up to Bruce Wayne's parents, the like blah 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 blah, and it's really good. Really enjoyed it. So yeah. Actually, someone said on my Facebook said it was rubbish, but I'm like, okay, best to be the judge. Like I said, if someone says it's rubbish, best to be the judge and watch it yourself. Because I thought to myself, I want to be the judge because I've seen films that people have not liked and have enjoyed. It happens every time. And this one's no exception. It's really well done. and they're making a sequel, which I'm glad. Um, so yeah, it's quite a dark movie, but it's really enjoyable at the same time. So yeah. So okay, what I disliked about it? Nothing really. I didn't dislike anything about this film. I mean, it was just right. Okay, there's no explosions, but that's what I liked about it. Um, so yeah, and the last part, like I said, was really good. So yeah, okay, what I liked about it, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, really excellent, solid performance from him. I still think Heath Ledger's my favourite Joker. But his performance is excellent too. So yeah, Jack Nicholson's performance excellent. The performances are good. They're good characters. Um, bloody, pretty violent movie. And a good story and a good origin story of the Joker, and of course making a sequel. And who knows, we might see some other characters like the Riddler and stuff. Who knows? So yeah. And another thing, I think it could be connected to the Batman film that's just coming out next year. Is it the Batman? That actually looks really good. I mean, that like I said, I was watching something that actually could be connected to this, kind of, maybe, because this film's set in the 80s. So you think to yourself, well, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible. It could be connected to this. It could be. Who knows? It doesn't really matter if it doesn't, because you. It doesn't really matter if it's not. It doesn't really matter, because this is an interesting character. So yeah. So the good performance and all that. So yeah, and the last part was really satisfied too. I like the last bit. So yeah. So yeah, okay. The rating I'm gonna give this film is a 4 out of 5 because I really liked it. Really enjoyed it. Solid performance from the cast and some good bits of music too, so which I liked. So yeah, 4 out of 5 for Joker. Excellent. So if people want to go off now, remember to subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day, have a nice week, take care, and have a nice weekend, and take care, and look after yourself. See you later.